Hello there guys, welcome back. So we're going to start now jumping into how to sort this out inside a Nuke. So now we need to obviously reach our geometry. Now inside Nuke we do have a 3D system that is slightly different from what we used to. If you press I think tab here, you can see, I think if you press here and you press V, I think it's 3D, you can pretty much go a 3D system just like inside Maya, okay? So you got that, you can just view and tell, it's just similar to Maya. We can create stuff in 3D inside Nuke, but then we need to have a rendering or to render it out and then turn into a 2D image. That's like we do the 3D geometry inside Maya, and then we apply render mount or whatever render we have, and then we create 2D image sequences. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to create, just going to read the original image that we have. So I just press R here for reading, and I'm just gonna go and look for that image. I think that image is in, I put all my stuff here in 3D renders, not 3D renders, I put in Photoshop Smart. So I'm gonna bring the original image, which is this one. Just gonna cancel this, and just gonna bring this. Just remember this is the original image. Okay, so we have now. Just remember what we did before in terms of the path here. So I'm just going to double click here. So you go always, make sure that you always do this, guys, like a religion. So because you don't have, then you will have your files connected to. Now as you see, it's thing happened now is everything is local. So whatever I move this file to another location, I will have my files there. So I have this, okay. So the first thing I need to do that is I need to just obviously bring the geometry. So I'm gonna create here. I'm gonna create, for example, I'm gonna bring just a test. I'm gonna press tab, and now we're gonna say read geo. Okay, so we read the geometry. Now we're just gonna go and find the file that we exported. By the way, I found out this is the one that works Ogawa, I think. Yeah, Ogawa. Sounds Japanese stuff. So version 2, so I'm just gonna use Alembic because you can try this one, but it's a bit more complicated. And not more complicated, just not efficient enough. So I'm just gonna open that, and you can see as soon as you open that, it gives you the whole list of all the stuff that we created. So we have the projection camera, and we have all the geometry. We have the sofa back, sofa seat, sofa 2, table 1, all the legs, the table leg, the table tops, all that stuff. So we can go and decide which one we want to bring. So you can just check this button here, and then you can individually click this button here, the things that you want to bring in. For example, the cameras. Or you can just bring the whole thing, which is going here into the root, and then select everything. You see it. So you go, I think you go here, and then it just brings everything automatically. So if you just create that, we create stuff in separate group. Just create all in one. So you just hit this button, and it creates pretty much the cameras and the geometry. So if I view this, you see I have the geometry that I had before there. So you just select that and press number 1 there. And then I have this. Okay, so the cameras that I have. So if I want to see everything together, I need a node called the scene node. So I say tab, pretty much, and that's just it's the equivalent of just saying I go on a scene file in Maya with everything. I can connect stuff. Then scene file will allow you the scene node will allow you to connect stuff together, so you can view as a whole. So you can have several scene nodes, and then you just have different stuff. Okay, so I think you see the cameras are there. So this camera here is the I think you can check here on file on the node. Where does it go? Here, the camera. So you're looking for the shot camera. So this is the shot camera. Okay, so let's check. I'm gonna click nothing, and I'm gonna press S, so I can check the settings. So I go 1920 by 1080, 120 frame, which is the stuff that I selected before, and 24 frame. This is quite important to have all this stuff. You just bring that up by clicking here in the node graph, nothing selected, and you press S, and it give you. If you're here, you press S, it gives you something different because this is the properties for the actual 3D viewport. So you can change stuff here if you want. See, when I'm here, I press S, it gives me something different. So anyway, so I go here, double click on this, and then I have this stuff here seeing. Okay, so if I want to project this stuff in here, this is quite tricky because at the moment I have this camera. So I'm gonna take this camera, and this is gonna be a shot camera. So I'm just gonna put it as a shot camera. I'm just gonna put it all in capital. Short underscore camera. Okay, and then here I'm gonna change the color to this. It's gonna be green. So you press this little button here, you can change the color. So I make it green, and then that's it. That's all you need. So shot camera green. This one, let's see the file. This is the projection camera. So again, I'm gonna call this projection underscore camera, and I'm just gonna make this guy blue. Okay, so this is gonna be blue. Or we'll go there. Okay, so I've got two cameras, the projection camera and the shot camera, and I have all the geometry. So if I do this here, it doesn't allow me to do it. Well, it does do it, but not, it does it, but it just doesn't really do what we want to do, which is the projection. So for that, you need to have something slightly different. Okay, so we need, this is treated as geometry, but this is just a texture. So we need to create, you can actually assign this by just doing it directly there like we did before, and all what it does is just assign it to the UVs. And because we didn't have UVs here, then pretty much bring the whole thing as it is. Let's check if there is any animation. So you got projection, shot, camera. So they're exactly aligned, one on top of another. You see. So I'm gonna go all the way here. So you see. Now, if I want to apply these colors here in the viewport as well. So if you click shot camera here, and then you click this button, that will be the color, not the actual node, but the color in the viewport, the gizmo here. So that guy was green. I'm just gonna make it green as well. So you see now it's green. Now I'm going to select this guy, and I'm just going to click this button, and I'm going to make it blue, so I can easily pick him in the viewport. So you see, I can see my blue camera is a projection camera, and my green camera is a shot camera. Okay, so the shot camera is the one that we're going to be rendering, you know that, and then the projection camera is the one that I'm going to project from. Okay, so I need this guy to be connected to this guy through a projection. Okay, and there is a node for that. So you say tab, you say projection, you say project 3D. Okay, for the projection you have two input. One is the actual texture. Two, it needs a camera. We need to use the projection camera because that's a camera that is aligned to project stuff, just like in Maya. And then we need this stuff that comes out from here. We need to assign it to the geometry. So now you can see that we have what we had before. You see, now I can see here together, and now I see the camera. Okay, so I have the original thing. So we go one camera which is projecting and one camera that is recording. So I want to see through this camera. All I have to do is go here, click, and then select the camera. That will be the shot camera. Okay, zoom out. No, I think it's shot camera. Yeah, and then we click this button here, and it sort of frames it. It locks it. You see now this stuff here is what we're gonna see. Okay, so if I'm gonna go to the first frame, you see this is what we see, the original one there. Okay, and this is what we go there. Just remember that this is 1080, so this is what we're gonna see. Okay, we're gonna see this bit here. Okay, so that's what we have. You see, so that's it. At the moment, obviously, this is outputting the whole thing because it's fitting into the resolution of the sensor of the camera, the equivalent. But we need to render this out to make it look like it's a 2D image. Okay, so and for that we need a node which is called Scanline Renderer. It's pretty much the render button inside Maya. So we go here, Scanline Renderer, and now we have a look at this. So we need three input here. We need a camera. So this camera obviously needs to be the shot camera, okay, because that's the one that we're going to record. So if you press Control here, you can create this little button there. Click, so you make things a little bit cleaner there. Okay, and the stuff that we need to render. Okay, I'm going to disconnect this guy from here. So I have a projection camera. Okay, and I think yeah, we could do it with this, I suppose. Yeah. So I'm going to put this stuff in here. I'm just going to create a button there so I have everything clean. This is only a test because we're importing everything together. Remember that we're going to do stuff individually. So here, and then I have to do here is just the scene, object a scene, and then click it there. The extra one, if you want to put stuff in the background, you can have a constant or another geometry or another 2D image. So if you click here and view this, and you press tab to go back to the 3D, you will pretty much go exactly what we had before. The 1080 image rendered. It's been clipped, obviously, because the resolution of this guy is way bigger, because this is a full sensor camera. Okay, this is the full things because this was a 35mm equivalent frame. So sensor. So we don't need to do any reformat it. So you just click here, and you automatically clamp it to the size that we set up here in the project, which is if you click here S. You go here, this is the size project. If we didn't set this up, probably we need to output something here with that resolution so it matches, but we had done that already. So if I click here and then render, pretty much it's gonna give me the problem that we have in Maya. You remember the doubling stuff? Now we need to find a way to solve that out here. Okay, now just to let you know, here we're rendering everything. Okay, so if I click this guy here and I click this button here, render texture in wireframe, so it renders the wireframe. Okay, so if I press spacebar here, frame this, so the moment we have is where is number one? Right. So go here, and this is what we have. Pretty much what we had inside Maya. A geometry being projected to, and then it's pretty much the equivalent. You go 3D, obviously. Now, the thing that we didn't do inside Maya was the transparency. You can see that this stuff repeats here is because it's being shot out there. So the next step we need to do is just go and start working on how to create the alphas now. So the alphas, so we're going to do is just going to go and use the rotor tool, and then we're just going to go in and sorting this out. So as you can see here, obviously the doubling, one of the issues that we have. So you have doubling on the floor because we have the same texture applied to everything. The same happens in the wall, the same happens to the sofa, blah blah blah. The same happen here. Now we need to go and start bringing the elements individually. Okay, so I'm gonna click here, and then you can see it when it plays in real time. So you can see this is the real time now. So this is just the geometry. Obviously we're not gonna render the lines because this is only for you just to see that there's actually geometry there. So we pretty much back to the way we were inside Maya. So I'm gonna go clear the cache so it doesn't suck the memory. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start bringing these guys individually. I did this stuff already here. All this stuff is sort of already in place here. So I'm just gonna go and show you how how to bring stuff individually, and then how to how to sort this out in terms of like individually bringing. So obviously this guy here is not good for me anymore because I don't have anything with it. So I got everything inside here, so I don't want that. I want to have individual elements. Okay, so guys, that's it for now. So what I'm gonna stop here, and then next tutorial we're gonna start bringing individuals elements, and then start creating the mask, and then showing the paintings that I did inside Photoshop. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.